So now is it working? Is it working? It looks like it's working this time. I know. Share screen. But the point is, I wanted to share my videos, but I don't think there's a way to do that. There's Chew again. Chew. And I'm trying to figure out if I could do what kind of live I can do. It's not going to be, I get tired of it. There's Celeste. I was hopping in Chew and Celeste. I'm trying to figure out what kind of, there. Do you see the puppies back there and Robin's back there? But I'm trying to figure out what kind of live I can actually do. I I always like to do my videos, but I'm getting so tired of StreamYard. They just something's happening with them. So if I'm able to do a live, I might have to go on see how long YouTube allows me to do live. Plus, whenever I do a YouTube live, it might count. But when I do the StreamYard, I'm not getting my hours. I know you folks are all on there for up to 3 hours or more with me, but it never moves. The watch time hours never move when I utilize StreamYard. So they're just not reporting the right thing. There's Hunter Butcher again and New Marshall in town saying hello, Robin. Hello, Jerry. Okay, so what I was trying to do is, I don't know, maybe when we won't have videos on our show anymore, there's Get to Digging. We might not have, because StreamYard's not working out right. I'm trying to get the videos to work. And I normally like to share my videos from my show, but maybe I just have to blast it out as a, I can share, certain things. I can go into another one of my channels or something and share a opening. Hunter Butcher's going to a ball game. Hunter Butcher. All right, buddy. Um, so you already checked in, bud. There's a check-in right there. See, if everybody checks in, and then I got a check-in. If you win a prize, then I'll send it to you, Hunter Butcher, and anybody that does check in. But let's not all make a habit of it to say I'm checking in and then not do a show. And everybody just comes in. I'm going to ball game. Where's the check-in? That's what Get the Digging says. Where's the check-in? Um, I don't know. Like I can make a list. Anyhow, Rocky, what are you doing? And there's Daisy back there and Robin. Henry's still outside in his cattery, but you know how I like to do. Stop! Stop it! And then you look at me and bark at me, you smartass.
Stop!
But then, calm down, killer. That's Get the Digging says it. Calm down, killer. Yeah, so I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do. I like to have all my videos. I not like to announce every individual thing, but calm down, Roxy. Hunter Butcher says calm down.
Roxy!
Hunter says be calm.
Oh, we got horses outside, so she's barking.
Everybody cover up your ankles. That's what Get the Digging. Brandon said, cover up your ankles. You're gonna get you, killer. Anyhow, I might try to still do it, but StreamYard's acting up really seriously bad. I think everybody's been noticing that, I get all this sporadic crap. They want you to spend more and more and more for their stuff. Sticky, does Roxy bark at nothing? Not normally.
She's barking at horses.
Barking at horses, barking at the trash man, barking at the trash truck, barking at the dogs across the street, barking at cats, barking at squirrels that are in the trees, barking at raccoons that are in the trash cans out front at nighttime. I guess barking just about anything. Like she just barked at me even. So maybe so. I'm not sure. Anyhow, it's Johnny Small Pepper even. What's up, Johnny? I'm trying to figure out something. At least I was trying to figure. I had one going on and said that it was unstable. So I got that one. I went off that one. I was on for about 3 minutes. I was checking the duck races. I normally like to do my videos. I guess that's StreamYard. Right now I'm on YouTube, and it seems like it's a lot more streamed, more streamy. It's a lot more streamy. But yeah, I do have lots of videos that I like to share. But maybe you can like make a long stream of them. Just play them in the background or something. I don't know. But I get tired of StreamYard's crap. StreamYard's being stupid. I wish there was some kind of other streaming service that was free, of course. That was free, but I don't actually think there is anybody else that has a free one but StreamYard. But there's here. I paid $22.95 for YouTube Studio, and here I'm on YouTube Studio. But the only problem is I can't. I don't know. It says manage something. Nope, I don't have access to that. I don't have access to that feature. Okay, cool. Down here's a pop-out dashboard, channel level settings, and send the feedback. All right, get to digging. I hope you get some good sleep, brother. Nothing but loves, bud. Peace. You good. Have a good one, bro. Make sure you have a sweet night, sweet dreams, and give your wife a big hug. All right, my friend. Have a good one. As I was saying, oh, look at my shirt. It's a Nintendo 64. Oh, no, that's original Nintendo, isn't it? Nintendo 85. Love you, brother.
All right, come on. Easy. Come on.
So we're gonna get this all figured out. I don't know. This is a sampling. I did the first one, and everybody said there was buffering. So I said, okay, well, it's buffering, and I see it up there. It says stream's not, it's not working. So. And New Marshall Town says, good night, get to digging. I'm just frustrated. Just flustered. I don't know what to do. I guess I'm just going to go ahead and they'll do my stream here. I'm working on some of the videos. I'm going to try to make them shorter. I definitely, once I played them and I kick them off, and then I don't know exactly what to do. This is a one man noodle show. It's the one man noodle show. The noodler, who knows? But we all like to watch the videos, but I don't know. You're damned if you do and damned if you don't. I could always go on another one of my channels that I haven't downloaded, but it seems like a bunch of crap. I mean, with StreamYard, they used to have a list where I could have at least. Was watching Rob's live. Yeah, Rob is on. I saw Rob. FL Thundering Rob. He's on right now. Yes, 100 Butcher. And if you get bored of my ass, then go ahead, go over there. Part of my language. Sorry about that. I just being funny. I don't know. Roxy, what are you doing up there? So, how is Daisy doing? Daisy's in Robin's lap. Apparently, she's doing really well. Everything that Robin eats, Daisy eats. And Robin has something to eat? There's Daisy right there.
Try to get my candy.
The happy little dog. There's Bart Cubbins. What's up, Bart? So does anybody know, or maybe not, how do people do it? Do they actually, how is Coin around? How does he do all those videos? I mean, is he actually using StreamYard or some kind of other program? I'll have to ask him. So, you know, like I said, I used to have 20 videos that with StreamYard that I was able to click on them and through the show, and I'm able to play my videos. Now they seem to have taken that way. They've taken it away. Now they're telling you that they're going to almost want $44 a month for the show. Right now it's at $22 still, but now they want $44 to do it for a month. What? You know, you're free before, and now all they need is the 20 hours for freebies. And, you know, like you complete a show in with 20 hours, you know. I don't know. Try Restream. Restream. I have to look it up, Johnny Small Pepper. That sounds great. Am I able to play videos and have the different videos? Because like this on this one, the studio, YouTube studio, I'm trying to I'm looking around like, where do you play your videos at? You know, I got a whole list of videos that I have saved, and I've got them. I actually copied them, and I got most of them. You know, I'm able to make the clips. I go into ClipClamp and Microsoft ClipClamp and go ahead and I record the videos from I get it off of StreamYard. I can record some videos. They're still allowing you to do that, but I go into my old stuff to a certain point. They allow you. I use another StreamYard that I have, and I go to my name here and I clip my videos, the ones that I actually want to use for my show. But then, you know, I'm still working on it through ClipClamp. I got a few of them set up right now. I'm trying to straighten out the whole thing. I had them in a string. It's like a string video line that I would play. But when I did that, for an example on StreamYard, when I did that with a string line video that they allowed you to hook it up, it's kind of like having a guest on the video on your show, you know, with this video that you make this, you know, you could stop it in certain sections, but if you leave it too long on you leave it on too long, it's like a guest of the show. So if you leave it too long, then when you put the wheel, like my Wheel of Doom or the wheel, Robin's wheel for the necklaces or the bracelets, I should say, and then round beads, jewelry pieces, and mystery jewelry pieces. And when I play those videos, then when I go into to do the say those wheel spins, then it's like and the videos and the lives going on like it's buffering, it's clipping, it's buffering. You're not getting the whole video, the whole show of the video. It's not working out right. So I'm gonna write that down. And I know I'm smart enough to remind myself of called Restream, but I still like to have it written down. Called Restream. Let's add that E in there, Jerry. It's RESTREAM, not AM. All right. Thank you, Johnny Small Pepper, my friend. Excellent, brother. So, yeah, so I've been working on my videos today, getting my certain videos. Do a Google search of free live stream softwares or services for YouTube. That's another good idea, too. Write that down. Free live stream. Exactly the way you say it. software or services for YouTube. All right. And I got that written down too, Johnny Small Pepper. Thank you very much, my friend. Thank you, brother. Look at Roxer's in there. She looks like a I don't know. She's got her hat on. What's the most aggravating part of StreamYard? One of the most aggravating things is if they give you live, you're only allowed a certain amount of, if you want to go and record something that you had in the past, you're only allowed a certain amount of time, a certain amount of space in order to record these certain sections of videos to take them and bring them over to ClipClamp. That's number one. Another thing is they only give you, when the free services, they only give you 20 hours worth of for the month. You get 20 hours of free streaming, which is fair. I guess it's fair. They raised it from $22 and to like $44 now on certain people. They do offer you a special. If you get somebody to actually join the StreamYard off of you, whatnot, they'll give you anywhere from $10 to $25. So that's not aggravating there. That's pretty cool. But can you really trust them if they're actually going to give that to you? Let me think. Just basically, sometimes you get into a buffering state where when you have too many things going on top of your computer or down below, and that then it starts buffering and causing an issue. And then basically, like I said before, the cost, what it costs to have it. And then another thing is they want that $44 or $22 to $44, whichever they give you, a special, but then they want it for the whole 12 months, and you have to pay the whole 12 months. So that's $44 times 12. Or if they give you the special, that's like $22 to $25 times 12. You have to pay that much for the whole year. And that comes out in big one lump sum. So that's really, I don't know, do any of us really have like, here's $450 for you, StreamYard? No, I don't think any of us want to. We don't know if we're going to be on YouTube, or we don't know if we're going to be streaming next week or next month or next 6 months. We don't know what's going to go happen. Hell, the computer could go down, the computer break. I don't have a whole bunch of money. I have lots of bills going out. Hey, there's New Marshall in town again. He's giving me goofy faces. Goofy face. There you go, New Marshall. He gave you some goofy faces. I'm a comedy. I'm a comedian. Who knows? Sometimes I could get serious. I could be comedian. I don't know. I'm just me. Just trying to have some fun. But anyhow, I'm pulling off this live tonight just to see. I get some ideas from, like Johnny Small Pepper says, free live streaming software or services for YouTube. Or, go to Restream, see what they have to offer. I was trying to check and see if I could, originally when I heard the first time, I've deleted it though since, because it just never unbuffered. It said that it wasn't stable. It wasn't a stable connection for some reason, and that was YouTube. So then I got this Uverse down here. At one time, AT&T Uverse, it's AT&T Uverse that was supposed to be connected where you're going to have cameras on your phone, and you're going to be able to see the other person, and you're going to give you free TV, or it's going to be part of your services. And they never paid us the cable. They said, with AT&T, I've had to, in order to have some of the higher speed connection, I had to piggyback on my mom's line. So there's two lines that are connected together to splice in as one for this Uverse crap. And then again, I said the language. I'm sorry. And then with the Uverse box down here, it always has to be reset for almost every show because it needs to be refreshed or reset. So I don't know. It's definitely frustrating, and just to put on a good show for somebody, and then I already spent $22.95 for this YouTube. It might sound crazy to you, but I have about. At one time, I had my son connected on there, and my wife, and I had like two channels going. So I was like five things going on right at once. So they give you 5 for $22.95, and you're able to have 5. You can have extra ones, but it's going to be commercial free for the 5 of them. They used to be like $9 or $9.95 just up to 5 years ago, and then it went to $14.95, then $17.95, and then it went to $19.95, and just recently $22.95. So it goes up. But at the time we were running it for my son, so we kept this going. I feel that I don't want to have commercials, and even during a live stream, it's not good having a commercial. So that's why. As I just told you, 100 Butzer, those are the most aggravating parts of StreamYard. I don't know. I know with StreamYard, like they give you only a certain amount of time, but with this YouTube, this is like the third or fourth time I actually tried the YouTube Live, and I don't know. We all like to see the videos like Tupac's channel, like coining around, but there might be coming a time if they do actually start screwing me around and start charging me more or less for my streaming. I'm just gonna have to say goodbye, StreamYard. They've already pulled my videos. They made a thread about the videos that I have downloaded, that I've saved. If they're older than a year, you can't use them. Now when those 20 different videos, see, I still can play music. I got about 20 different music that are pretty long length music that I can play during my live streams or during my duck races in the background. But I don't know. I'm still trying to figure it out, folks. And as Johnny said, I could go search of the free live stream software or services for YouTube. I'm reading it. Or I can go, restream, see what that's about. All right, folks, so that's going to conclude that. I've been here for about 23 minutes. Well, it's been 23 minutes. I do appreciate each and every one of you for coming in and supporting me and being here with me tonight while I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do. I'm very, 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 very frustrated at this moment. So I'm frustrated with StreamYard. I want to see what. That's the thing I want. The most thing I want is, even if I can't have a spot where I can keep it, my music or my videos. Music is no big deal. I can always come up with new music. Have you had any copyright threats to your music? Yeah, there's when I had my fighter song, I Want to Be a Fighter. There's one that doesn't have any words to it. I had that one, and then I had the one Fighter. The Fighter was copyright. It didn't have a copyright at all on it. The one with the words, weirdly enough, I was able to use that, guys, and it comes from a site that I use that has copyright-free music, I can't remember what it is right this very moment, but I could find out really quick. But yeah, but no, but one time I got a couple copyright things because this one idiot took the thing and he made his own words to it. Went to Britain or Europe, the to the Great Britain or whatever, and he went to this company and he made his own copyright of the same exact song. It had no music to it. It was made by the one same person, and he put his own words to it, and he got his own copyright illegally. So I don't know if it's illegally, but he took the copyright free music that had no words to it and made his own song to it. And every time I played that song without the words, then I get a copyright thing. It said, you have a copyright on there. I was like, what? So I always had to make a claim to this place, and then I claimed to YouTube. I finally said, hell, I don't need it with no words. Forget it. I don't need the ones with no words. So I went ahead and there's Scott Christensen. Just came yesterday. Thank you, Scott. Henry says, thank you. Love you, Scott. This is his dinner for tonight. This came yesterday. Henry's outside in his cattery. He's out there, brother. Lots of love, man. Big hugs, bro. And thank you for the tuna for Henry. It's had some pretty strong protein in it. 17 grams of protein. Last time we got a whole thing of it. And I don't exactly know how much protein each one of his cans has in it. I don't know if they say it on here. Does it say it on there? It's everything but that. It doesn't tell you how much protein is in here. Well, yummy. That looks good. It's Farm Favorites. It has 22 grams of it in it. A protein in each can. Okay. Have you ever seen the Farm Favorites? The pate with chicken and carrots. And instead of looking at a magnifying glass, I can probably read it better that way. I put back the can. 22 grams of protein per can. Not too much different. Not too much. Might be actually better for them than the regular, weirdly enough, than regular fish. It's dirty. See, I don't really use it. It's dirty. It's stuck underneath there. I thought you'd go to Tractor Supply in Norco to get stuff.
Ow!
There he is.
Say hi. Oh, what?
It's Hen.
Say hi.
There he is.
See how long he is? Got a white tummy. He got a long tail.
Got a big belly.
He got a big belly. He got a pain in the ass.
He's got a beer belly.
A big belly.
Robin said he's got a beer belly.
He a big belly. Go. Up. Go. Not good. Go.
Well, I can find some
Come
kind.
on. Go.
Here, let's do that.
Henry. I get it right now. Yes. What are you doing?
There.
You look like a dog.
Here we go.
You look like a dog.
That was for New Marshall in town.
Come on, Lid.
Yeah. Nummies. You ain't no Sherlock Holmes. No. I don't know.
What's your arm, my
Huh?
friend?
Robert Worley says I'm not Sherlock Holmes. You know, then again, when I worked explosive ordnance disposal, I had to be Sherlock Holmes to find out what exactly what was what. But I had a few, I had a few days of being Sherlock Holmes, but never as a true Sherlock Holmes. Cut the blue wire. I think it's safe to say that blue wire might be okay. Right, you don't want to get blown up. Yeah, it takes a little bit of an investigation to figure out things. I mean, did I ever show everybody? I've talked about it, but that's the piece of artwork. It's called the cradle. It's cradling. It's like cradling a baby. It's called the cradle. It's Zed's place, a number 6. Zed. I won that from Zed. So he sells his ant art. So I still got his ant art. I have it safely right here. So yeah. And most of the time his art pieces. This one at one time or another, I think he called it the cradle. It's carrying like a. He said him and I actually, Zed and I actually think that it's like holding a baby or something. So he called it the cradle. Do I get any Purina stuff for my dogs? No, I get something from Sam's Club. It used to be the Nudgies. They're called Nudgies. At one time, Sam's Club carried chicken Nudgies and beef steak Nudgies. Then they came up with their own brand of chicken, but the chicken like style Nudgies are still too tough for the Chihuahuas. So when I found the beef, they have a beef steak Nudgie that it's not necessarily the Nudges or Nudgie or whatever it's called. They were selling them before, but they don't have them anymore. Do you get any Kong toys? I I don't know. Not really. A lot of the toys come from like Dollar Tree or Walmart. But as I was talking about the nudgy stuff, one time we got something called pot pie that Sam's Club had it, and they completely loved it. I wish I would have got 2 bags. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Scott Christensen. Yet they still do have Kong toys. They still, if you go to a place that I have a store called Winco, it's called Winco, and they still have little tiny Kong toys, but they're close in upwards of like $7 to $10 just for the little stuffed Kong toy. And there's Monkey Man Productions. Good evening, Monkey Man Productions. Good seeing you, my friend. So yeah. Oh, what we're doing tonight? Like I had problems last week with my StreamYard, and I made long extended videos, and I had one with the opening and closing. One has every single thing that I open different things for, like the duck races and the Wheel of Doom, and then I have my bin or no bins on there, and then I have the opening and closing of my show, and then the early bird stuff and different videos. The problem is they used to have a thing on StreamYard where it had sections. You could go and click and click and click and click. Do we have a Winnie the Pooh toy for? Oh, we do. We have a Winnie the Pooh toy for my dog. Hunter Buster says. But we have lamb chop. We have a lamb chop, little lamb chop that was actually from Sherry Lewis. His lamb chop. It's Eeyore. Yeah, Robin's got lots of Eeyores. Her favorite thing, she was into. One time she was into Taz. Another time she was into Eeyores. Then she went into being. Now it's sloths. She completely loves sloths. There's Chew again. What's up, Chew? You're still here, my friend. Hunter Buster got #1 now. It's kind of weird how they keep on doing this top band stuff. That's pretty cool. I've seen other people do it too. They got top bands as they go. I got all these videos. I wish I could figure out how to play them, but I'm currently working on them. Would they allow me to do that, I wonder? No, I'm not going to do that. It won't let me. Because I still have I have my Microsoft clip clamp on it, and I wish they would. And go on share screen. No, but just my. I don't understand how it shares that though. Share that. And now what is it doing? Huh. It didn't work. How is your newish car doing? It's a 2013 Scott Christensen, but it's newish for me. It's doing pretty good after they wanted 600 and like $629 for the key bob and for what they did, and it was around the 4th of July, so I mentioned veterans because I'm a veteran, and I got certain percent off. I think it was 10%, and it ended up costing me $550 instead. So I saved myself almost $70, or close to $70. So that's pretty good. Hate when the StreamYard does that black screen. There's what I'm talking about, Hunter. When I go to try to do the video. Well, there's a new car for you too, Scott Christensen. We love our cars. The Subaru Outback, come on, man. I'd like to have a Subaru Outback. That'd be cool. Robin wants one of those Maybe that's what it is. Is it? No, she wants a Subaru Brat. She's kind of older, the Brat, but then she keeps on saying she'd like to have one. As for that, that's what I'm talking about when I try to play the videos and it goes to that stupid black screen. Just, I don't know what to do. I'm gonna check out that restream. What Johnny Small Pepper said to try, and then check and see to do a search. But I pretty much have done that search and nothing appears. Yeah, I had a Subaru before. I had one Subaru. It was a gray Subaru. Um, I don't even know why I got rid of it. I don't remember why I got rid of my Subaru. I don't know what happened to it. I had an older Chevy Sprint before too. I liked it. Scott, the 3-cylinder Chevy Sprint, like a Geo Metro. It was pretty cool. Robin got scared when I first got together with Robin, some 28 or something years ago. I had the Sprint. There's Isaiah Moses. What's up, Isaiah Moses? It's been a while, my friend. Good to see you here, my friend. We're not running any races or anything tonight. We're just chatting here for a few. It's been a while. Been on for a little while. I'm gonna sneeze though. I can't mute it though when I sneeze. There it goes. Excuse me. Yucky. I hate sneezing. I had a 92 and I had two of them, 92 and a 93. Chevy Sprints. Like the Geo Metro. Yep. There it is. Thank you, Bart Cubbins. Thank you very much, my friend. It's good seeing you in here. Bart Cubbins. Yeah, just you all promised me just because I'm running and checking out this tonight and just hanging out for a few that you when it comes on Friday that please show up. Hunter's already going to a ball game. He's already made his plans. He's telling me I won't be there Friday, so I need you other folks to be here to support me. Hunter, you're gonna let me down, man. You're leaving? No, Hunter. I hope you have a good ball game though. What teams are playing, Hunter? What do you have what's playing? Or where are you really going? Is it a major league ball game, or is it college, or is it high school? My Padres. You're gonna go see my Padres. With who else is playing against the Padres? The Padres. Right on, Hunter. Are you gonna root for the Padres? The St. Louis Cardinals. And I suppose you're gonna vote for the St. Louis Cardinals. Everybody, Isaiah Moses is here. Make sure you go visit, subscribe, like, and comment on him. Make sure that you like him. Go Cubs, go! Sorry, not a Padres fan. Pads fan? A Pads fan. Padres. Well, yeah. I don't know. It's about the closest team to me. Not really. But I always hear Dodgers this, Angels this, Dodgers this, Angels this, and I kind of get tired of it. So I went more towards the Padres, but because it's a homeland, more closer homeland team. But other than that, I just started getting back into baseball. That's about the only sports that I watch. There he is. Henry's calling out the Cubs. He said, the Cubs, the Cubs. Kitty, 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 kitty. He's back there in his cage. The Cubs. Meow. Meow. His kitty. Meow. I know, but it's getting dark out there, Henry. Yeah? And you would stay out in the cage outside all the time, wouldn't you? You love that cattery. And why would you say he's poor, Henry, because he's calling out the Cubs? You said you like the Cubs, Scott. So if he's agreeable with you, why is he poor? I guess if he lives with me, he's poor. He's poor. Yeah, he's a pretty good boy.
Very nice, pain in the ass.
Robin says he's a pain in the ass, but she loves him. He is trapped. Yeah, he's trapped. And then I'd say about another hour from now, when Grams B comes back over here, my mom, Grandma Cook, Grandma Bev comes back, or that's my mom, Bev. Is your dog a pain? No. Robin called the cat a pain, but I don't think she'd ever dare call the dogs a pain.
No, my dogs are angels.
See, the dogs are the angels. Did you hear her? And she's an Angel fan, so.
No, I'm not.
What team do you like?
I don't like no team.
No baseball team. See, the only reason why I started getting into baseball, I started watching the errors and the things that, happen, and started watching baseball on YouTube again. And I started liking it, started liking baseball again. I'm not so much a football fan, or, my thing is baseball and hockey mostly. It wasn't baseball for the longest time, but I started liking baseball again. And then football is a bunch of crybabies. And basketball, well, then there's no more Kobe. Who do you watch? There's no Michael Jordan or Magic Johnson or Kobe Bryant. You got these whatevers. That's a good one, Hunter. That's a good one, Hunter. Yeah, I would have to say more the Kings than the Ducks, but I like the Ducks as well. NBA junk. Yes, junk. Did I say that out loud? Did I say it loud enough? Junk. Basketball is junk. When there's no more Jordan or Larry Bird, or then again, I'm talking about. And when way back when in football, when Steve Largent used to play for the Seattle Seahawks, I like Seattle Seahawks for football. That was my team. Rizzy passed my 500 challenge. Does it work the same thing here? It sure does. I just pinned it, Dagger. I never really used this YouTube. I've just recently been trying it. Even though I've been paying all these years for YouTube, for now it's gone up to $22.95, and I pay YouTube monthly. I never stream on the YouTube lives. So, just until recently, I've been trying it. Dagger Cards! You're awesome. Dagger Cards is awesome. Save those poor young kids with cancer and give them a chance. Go ahead and everybody support Dagger Cards. He's doing his challenge race for the kids and trying to make some money for them. Joe Montana was my favorite. Now you're talking. Now you're talking, Hunter. And then Scott Christensen agrees. Now, yeah, you're talking now. Yeah. Was there any other better? Was there ever any other better quarterback? I mean, I don't like San Francisco 49ers so well, but Joe Montana was it. I mean, we can all agree with Ditto on that one. That's true. Brett Favre. Yeah, you're talking there too. I mean, I have to go with it because my dad is a Green Bay Packer, or was a Green Bay Packer fan while he was alive. So, yeah, I would have to say Brett Favre as well, but not as good as Joe Montana. But as being with my last name is Koch, and it's pronounced Koch, kind of like Cook, but it's Koch. It's more with more of in the throat. Okay. So with we come from Wisconsin. We're from Green Bay. We're from Madison, Wisconsin. We're from Monroe. We're from right there near the Bay, the Green Bay area. So we are the true. I'm one of the true cheese packers. We cut the cheese. But we're some of the original cheese packers of Swiss cheese and American cheese in Germany. And also here in my name's German, and I'm German, Irish, Swiss, and French. French on my mom's side, and German on my mom's side, and German, Irish, Swiss, and French. I mean German, Irish, and Swiss on my dad's side. So a long line of the cheese packers. So that's the big thing about my family in Wisconsin and with the Green Bay and Monroe, Wisconsin, and then right there, Madison, Wisconsin. That right there is. Have you ever heard of the Swiss Colony, Hickory Farm Swiss Colony? That's part of my family. I actually have relatives at Hickory Farm Swiss Colony, and so then that's the family history. So we're some big Germans. We're some Packers. We're how you got the people that are in Detroit and they're the auto workers. We're the cheese packers. So we were actually big folks, a lot bigger folks than a lot of other people, and because we had to move the cheese around. So that's where my family history lies in Wisconsin. So I would have to say that I need to support, or I have to support, just for family reasons, the Green Bay Packers. So there it is there. They got all that information. Scott Christensen is not a Packer fan, as a Bears fan. However, I love Brett Favre. Okay. Yeah. And then Emmitt Smith's good. That was in Texas. I do like Walter Payton, another Texas player. So yeah, those are some of the histories. Um, I think just recently did Walter Payton pass away, or is he still around, still alive? I think I heard like a few years back that Walter Payton is no longer. He passed away. I'm pretty sure Walter Payton is gone. He went away. Where'd he go? We don't know. He just passed away. 1999, at 46 years old, Walter Payton passed away. There it is. We can be. There's Joey Brown. Joey Brown, what's up, my friend? This isn't Friday, and this isn't StreamYard. This isn't StreamYard. I'm trying to see what, how this works out. I'm going to observe it after a while. But I like having my videos on there. I like having my music during my duck races. I don't necessarily like using their music. And with this live, with YouTube Live that I'm testing, there's no way to upload music. There's no way to have music. There's no way to have videos. Just you see what you get. However, I can share. You could share stuff. I could share some kind of video off of somewhere. I could share. If I make a big long thing of some kind, I could share that. I can share my duck races. I can share my Wheel of Dooms and the wheels and whatnot. But yep, he passed from cancer at 40. What did I say? 46 years old. That's pretty sad. Walter Payton. He was a good player. I was a good player. So we're just doing a sample. It's been a chat for a while. People come in, and maybe I should do this more often. It seems like it's fun. It's fair. I mean, like I said, I'm trying to see how much watch hours I possibly get off of this, because I'm sitting at 809. I need 191 more watch hours, and I could possibly be monetized. I don't know what that's gonna do me, but I'm I'm the greatest, biggest YouTuber. Yeah. Yeah. From Chicago. Yeah, Barry Sanders was like a crab. He was all over the place. Yeah, he played baseball and he played football, didn't he? He played both. I thought he did. I don't know. Deion Sanders did. Barry Sanders, I think he played football and baseball as well. Michael Jordan put his hands into with the basketball. He put his hands into baseball for a while there. My great grandpa had some old stuff that's on my mom's father's property. Expand, Hunter, expand on that one. They have some stuff. Well, take a look around. I got some old stuff around here that's on my mom's property. There's Northern Found. I wanted to say thank you, Northern Found, for showing up on my live last week, and showed up, and I got you finally into the races and the different giveaways, but it just kind of just happened. I didn't get to say hello and give you love, lots of love. Frankster, my friend, Frankster. Make sure you go visit Northern Found. Looter 8. That's who it is, Looterate. What's up, William E? What you doing, Stickman? Well, I'm having this issue with StreamYard, and it's frustrating me. Like old license plates from 1910 or 1920s from a Model T 4s and Model A 4s. Well, that's pretty cool. That's really nice. Yeah, I like that. I got a friend that lives out here, and he does gardening, and he's got a truck. I shared it before on one of my videos. He's got a truck, and he's missing like 4 license plates. One of them's like South Dakota, another one Pennsylvania and Maine, and let me see the other one. Weirdly enough, South Dakota, but Pennsylvania and Maine and Virginia. Those are the 4 that he's missing. So, as I was saying, William E, yeah, like Joey Brown says, this isn't Friday, but like I was saying, StreamYard's really frustrating me, and I'm trying to see another outlet. See what I can do with another streaming type of a deal. I mean, they want almost $44 a month for them, and they want you to pay 12 months for 12 months in advance. So we're looking at $500 to be fully, and so I'll be able to share my videos, and one day or another I won't probably be able to share music anymore either, because I have like files and files and files on StreamYard, but they took away Restream or StreamYards or Streamlabs. Streamlab, I looked at it. I don't know. I got really, to me, it got complicated with Streamlabs. I'd have to spend some time. I'm smart enough. I had to spend some time to completely learn Streamlabs. Streamlabs is just really got so much stuff, and when you're trying to just get a certain thing done, you got to sit there and figure out every single thing. If somebody could guide me along, I might be able to figure it out. But the capacity of my thoughts and this, like, there's so much things going on, and one thing to the next, it just takes a while for me to figure out things with like Streamlabs. I took a look at it a couple of times. I wonder what, you're the second person to explain that to me about Restream. Is it like StreamYard? Restream. Or do I have to record it? Do I have to do a recording of it? I almost felt like that's what Streamlabs, you have to have a lot of recorded stuff beforehand. I understand I'm recording stuff and trying to use it through StreamYard, but it was really simple. I could play a video and play another one, and I go click and click and click like I do with my music. When I'm on this video, when I'm on this streaming right now, right here, I mean, it's on YouTube, I have no clue. Yep. I was hoping maybe you would. So how are you doing? How you been, William E? So you go see Freeman lately? How's he doing? Is he still in the hospital? Is Freeman still in the hospital? Getting worried at home caregiving. Are you having a problem, William? Do you have a health problem? So he's recovering at home. Okay, that's good. He's out of the hospital. Now, you were saying worried at home caregiving. Oh God, my girl's mom has dementia, 90 years old. Yep, I understand. I think that's the first thing. Well, maybe not the first thing, but that's the most important thing that goes is when you lose your brain and your thought pattern, and you can't keep a conversation even, or you can't think about stuff. Robin's all, I'm getting that way already. Were you saying that your own personal self, or you think I am?
Me.
Robin's all me. Yummy. I hate coughing.
Oh, so fun.
Robin's all, oh, so fun.
They're talking to you and not them.
Oh, okay. So Gregory's doing good. Mr. Gregory Freeman. That's good. If he sees this, I hope he hears me. Give him a bunch of loves. I give him a big hug. One day I'd like to meet you and him. One day. I presently don't go. I don't go into Orange County too much. I don't get a chance to travel up. I used to live in Yorba Linda. He doesn't talk now, so a lot of things to watch out for. Yeah. Breathing, eating, talking, if you could. Um, Sleeping, all of it. It's going to take Gregory a few months or a few weeks to recover. Well, he was in the hospital for a few weeks already, wasn't he? I hadn't seen him for a while. I don't know, my shirt's weird. It's like weird. Huh. See, now Henry's over there. He's calm. He's laying down. The puppy's laid down. Robin's relaxing. Kitty's relaxing. We're all relaxing. Grandma went home. My mom went home. Gramsby. She's gonna show up in here about another 40 minutes. She'll be here. Looking at your area for metal detecting spots. Okay, so yeah, there's lots of different places. Then again, I'm not sure. I know there's a lot of when you look out there, that's over to the more well more or less toward that way, which is towards you, and that would be in the East Vale area. There's a lot of dairies that have had that have pulled out, the properties that pulled out. I tried metal detecting a couple of times at some of them, but I don't really do so much metal detecting because of my leg problems. So I try to do it with a walker, and Robin got into it, and my mom. You'll see a couple of videos that are on there. We metal detected some of the properties that are over there that have been torn up. That might be a good spot to go check out if you can get onto somebody's property and they allow you to do some metal detecting. He's looking for parks that have wood chips or sand, the lots for the sand. Good luck. Yeah, they changed all those around here. They got rubber mats. Rubber mats. We used to have some wood chips too. The tot lots. Yep, the tot lots. A lot of our tot lots they changed it to rubber mats, and so there's really not a lot of sand or
People don't have much cash. They don't have credit cards.
what.
People don't go to the park with cash. They have credit cards.
Oh, again, they have rings that they lose and stuff.
Yeah.
Robin said they don't have cash; they have credit cards, but that's not necessarily what William's looking for. He's looking for rings, or he's looking for um, jewelry, necklaces, or whatnot. It's almost anything that you can find there. I mean, yeah, they've turned them into like a rubber mat type of thing.
Oh, the beach to find that.
I mean, they used to have them where they had the wood chunks or the sand, but now they just went all wood rubber mats. All the rubber mats. Yeah, that would be fun too. We tried to find those type of tot lots before. Up there at Ingles Park, there it's up on top of 6th Street here in Norco. They used to have where it was like wood chunks, but recently they turned around and changed the whole thing to rubber mats. So, and then when you try to dig in the grass, that's a pain in the booty. I mean, no, no,
Get to the water line, not money.
you end up hitting the water. Yeah, you dig into it. We live in an area where we live in a liquid factor area. We love we live right around the riverbed, so if you dig deep enough, you're gonna hit some water. So we're at the liquid factor here. One good earthquake and we're sunk under. you know, we're this whole area is kind of like feathered. It, I don't know what they call it. It's beside the liquid factor, they got the oh god, what is it called? I use Google Maps and check the photos now. Yeah, but it's not always right though, William. With the Google Maps, they're not always right. Being reason why I say that is because they're always changing. One day they could have a certain thing where it shows a certain thing, like the rubber. I mean, like the sand or the wood chips, and then next thing you know, without them doing the updating on the Google, then it's turned to something different. I used to be one time on another. Robin and I were standing in the front yard. Zach was sitting with us. He was having a home study teacher, and he was sitting at a table right out front here. And Robin and I were in the middle of the yard, and we're like, and we got our peace signs up, and the Google mobile went by, and that's why we did that. We were on Google for a long time. When you Googled our address, we were sitting there on Google for a long time, and then all of a sudden they changed it. I got pictures of it still on another computer. I don't have it on this one, but it's on my other computer. You know, that's the weird thing. Unless you literally share it and you change out your computer, then you don't. Those pictures are harder to find and get. If I looked on my Facebook, I could probably find it where we're doing the peace signs and standing there. But they're gone. Weirdly enough, you look around my friend's house, and you look at the certain year when we were there doing the peace signs. I was over at my friend's house. We were over there, and my truck was there at Dairyland. And then I looked at another place on Google Earth. My truck was at the grocery store. Then I looked at another place. My truck was at another friend's house, and the truck was everywhere. It was a 1994 Toyota 4Runner. We had it like 5 different places that you could see it. It's everywhere. There's a park. It's called Fairmont Park, Lake Evans, in Riverside, and that's where we magnet fish, William E. And they quite haven't changed to all.
See Henry. Good, huh?
Yeah, they haven't quite changed to all rubber mats there.
Oops. Hi, Henry. Hi, Henry.
The camera's reversed.
I know. What
Henry's actually over there.
What is that?
Over there.
Henry's on this. No, Henry's on. Yeah, this side. No.
Henry's on the other side.
He's on this side, but on that side.
Yeah,
So
I don't think that.
See, I do my right hand. This is my left hand. What are you doing?
I was trying to see if I could change the camera view.
No. So who's on the?
William E. so far is still on there talking.
You only
to me.
talked to one person.
Well, there was a whole bunch of people. Just William started talking, and there was a few of them.
I'm so tired.
So it's almost 9:00, my friends.
Your friend? Your one friend you're
Yeah.
talking to?
My friend. There's been several folks on here, dear.
What are you doing awake? Go back to sleep.
There's been several people.
Go back to sleep.
So what we're gonna do is my
Hi.
mom's gonna be over here shortly, so I'm gonna close this video out, or this stream out.
Video.
I'm gonna take a look at the few things that people answered.
Hi, Shinley.
You test your stream. You should test your StreamYards. Yeah, I'm trying to do that. I'm gonna go test it and then make these little short little videos. Bring them up, share them, bring them down, bring them up, share them,
Hi,
bring them down as I use them,
Grandma, come in a little bit.
and then see if that works well. I need to test my StreamYards. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do, buddy. Anyhow, yeah, I got some videos going on that I was working on. I get all set up on my clip clamp. I need to clip and clamp, or need to cut and splice and figure out. So I'm going to close this out, my friend. Take care, William E. Take care of everybody else that's on here. Nothing but love, a little bit of peace. 2 thumbs up. There's Robin waving. And I hope you all have a great night. Big hugs. Lots of loves. Thank you, William E. Boom. I'll try to figure it out. All right. You folks have a great night. Love you lots. So see you Friday. I'll be on here about a little bit, 4 o'clock, a little bit after, before, somewhere around there. Thank you very much for the good luck. Take care, my friends. Peace. I'm out. Good night.